In today's video, we'll be talking about a great PlayStation 4 RPG that has been quietly removed from the PlayStation Store. We got no heads up about this, and there's not a lot of people talking about this, but it looks like the game has been permanently removed from PSN. Thankfully, you can still get a physical copy of the game, but this is still very disappointing news. We've also got some sales updates on how games are performing, namely Kingdom Hearts 3, Neo, and Monster Hunter World. I want to look at how those games are doing performance-wise commercially, and spoiler alert, they are all doing very well, so I want to give those games the credit they deserve. Also, there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on with the Dreams beta. Some of you guys are putting out some epic content, and it's only been out for a little bit. Well, the Dreams beta has been extended, and an update is coming at the end of February, so that is very exciting news. Also, I'm sure all of you guys heard about Apex Legends, the latest game from Respawn. It's a free-to-play battle royale title, but even as a battle royale game, it is getting some wide recognition, and a lot of people are really enjoying it. However, some of you guys might have wanted a traditional Titanfall 3, and it looks like Respawn is not working on that. Rather, they're going to be focusing on Apex Legends, and if you actually look at how this game is doing, I don't think that's a bad idea. And lastly, it looks like Stardew Valley's multiplayer update for the PlayStation 4 is finally going to be coming soon, so that's great to hear as well. More on that at the end of this video. First up, some super disappointing news. Digimon story Cyber Sleuth has been permanently removed from the PlayStation Store. Reddit user Sid Montag pointed this out, and this weekend, Cyber Sleuth was removed from the European store as well. Originally, it was only limited to the US store, the removal that is, and here's what the Reddit user said about contacting customer support. Quote, contacting customer support, the answer I got was that the game is outdated and we focus our efforts on still supported games. With a reference to the latest game in the franchise, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, which kinda assumes the player to have played the first game. Yeah, if you played Hacker's Memory, that's a direct continuation from Cyber Sleuth, so I don't understand why a customer support representative would point that out. That customer support representative probably didn't play the game, because if you played it, Hacker's Memory directly builds upon Cyber Sleuth. Some of the locations are even reused, the story elements are retained, so that is really disappointing. The game got pretty good reviews. Yes, visually it's nothing to write home about because it was originally designed as a PlayStation Vita game, but for Digimon fans that have long wanted a game at the level of Pokemon, no, it didn't reach that level of commercial success. However, the content of the game was quite good, and storytelling-wise, I would say it's way better than Pokemon. Again, you can still pick up a copy physically, but for those of you guys that like to have your games digitally, you can no longer pick up Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth from the PlayStation Store. Moving on from that, let's move on to some positive news. Kingdom Hearts 3 is doing incredibly well from a commercial standpoint, the fastest selling game in the series history, which is kind of surprising to me. Sometimes when games have these long build-ups and long anticipation, the games don't do as well as you would have expected, just because the publisher missed out on the timing of when the franchise was at its absolute peak, but it looks like that wasn't the case for Kingdom Hearts 3. Square Enix posted this, quote, Square Enix proudly announces that Kingdom Hearts 3, the latest mainline entry in the beloved action RPG series, has shipped more than 5 million units globally, both physically and digitally across all platforms since its January 29th release, making it the fastest selling game in the history of the series. The shipment and digital sales numbers for the long-awaited installment in the blockbuster franchise have been matched with critical adoration. Media across the world are lauding Kingdom Hearts 3 for its breathtaking visuals and widespread appeal to newcomers and series veterans alike, with Bleacher Report praising that the adventure is accessible for even the most casual of gamers and a sheer thrill to take in, and CNET raving that Kingdom Hearts 3 is the best looking Kingdom Hearts game. I think Kingdom Hearts is a franchise that's here to stay. Hopefully we can get games a little bit more consistently and it doesn't fall into the typical pattern of Square Enix games taking a million years to develop. But good to see that game is doing well. Also, Neo has reached over 2.5 million copies sold worldwide as Tecmo Koei is celebrating the game's second anniversary. The Tecmo Koei Europe page posted this, Neo celebrates its 2-year anniversary and over 2.5 million sales worldwide this week. Team Ninja prepared a special illustration to thank everyone for playing. The team is working hard on Neo 2, don't miss it. And they just posted a little cutesy picture to celebrate the second anniversary and selling over 2.5 million copies worldwide. I know Neo saw a lot of resemblance to Dark Souls and the Souls game in general, but it definitely had its own unique flair, and sometimes those games that are compared to Souls, they don't do all too well, but Neo definitely didn't fall into that pit, and now that we have a second game in the works, that should do pretty well as well, and the first game was received very well commercially and critically, so good to see that game did well. And lastly, of course, we know that Monster Hunter World did incredibly well from a sales standpoint. Well, it it was revealed that the game has moved a whopping 11 million copies in the 1 year that it was on the market. Now, MH World, of course, is a game that was released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, so you have to work across all 3 of those platforms, but man, 11 million copies for a game like Monster Hunter, which in the past was a very niche franchise, going back to games like Monster Hunter on the PSP, Monster Hunter Tri. Those games sold okay, but Monster Hunter World has really taken the franchise to a global and mainstream level, which is incredible to see, and Capcom should be applauded with everything that they've done with the game because they've kept it updated, they've kept it fresh, and now we have a new expansion coming to the game as well. They've just done a tremendous job with Monster Hunter World, and I can't be more happy for the game. Of course, we're gonna get more updates in 2019. We've got a brand new expansion, and this one is gonna be a paid expansion. That's the first piece of sizable Monster Hunter World paid content. However, they've released so much free content that can you really blame them for releasing a sizable expansion that is gonna require a payment to access? I'm perfectly fine with it based on all that they've done with this game. And again, 11 million copies in just 1 year. That is an incredible feat to reach for a game that was such a niche franchise in the past. Moving on from that, the Dreams beta has allowed gamers to put out some absolutely incredible content. We talked about that cinematic first-person shooter. We saw the entirety of the first sequence of Dead Space be recreated. People are just doing some incredible things with Dreams, and the beta has just been out for a little bit. And I think Media Molecule has realized that gamers are doing some incredible stuff because the beta was supposed to run until February 4th. Now it only got extended to February 5th, so that's wrapped up at this point. However, they also added that Dreams will be getting a brand new update on February 20th. This is probably where we're finally gonna hear some sort of release date or release window. I think the anticipation is really there for Dreams now, and gamers are seeing that there's so much potential in it, and we're excited to get our hands on it. That early portion of 2019, yes, we're looking forward to Days Gone. However, I think if you add Dreams into that first 6-month window, that would be a great inclusion as well. Remember, last year, we got God of War, Detroit Become Human, and Shadow of the Colossus within like a 3-month time frame. I would like to see Days Gone and Dreams be released. We know Days Gone is coming on April 26th. I would love to see Dreams be released in the following month. Remember, God of War was released on April 20th, and then Detroit Become Human followed that up the next month. I would love to see something like that with Dreams and Days Gone as well. That's just wishful thinking on my part, but we will be having a Dreams update on February 20th. Let's just hope a release date finally gets announced. Moving on from that, everybody is talking about Apex Legends, and it is a new Battle Royale game. It is a free-to-play title, so initially some gamers were disappointed that this is what Respawn was working on, but then people played Apex Legends and we realized, holy crap, this is actually a really great Battle Royale title, and this is giving Titanfall and the universe of Titanfall, yes, it's not your traditional Titanfall game, but still, it's a Respawn game, and they are getting the recognition that they deserved. I love Titanfall 2. I've been talking about how great of a game that was, but that game never did that well from a sales standpoint. With Apex Legends, it's a free-to-play game. It's the perfect recipe for a marketing plan to go awry, so why have that? Let's just ship the game and let players play. That was so intelligent by them because, yes, he is absolutely right. Take notes, Blizzard, and how you promoted Diablo Immortal, because if it was announced at a big event that Respawn Games would not be working on Titanfall 3, instead they were working on a free-to-play Battle Royale title, yes, gamers would have thrown a riot. However, they knew they were coming up with a great game, and they just thought, let's just ship the game and see how gamers react, and it has paid dividends for them. With the social media age and everybody having their opinions vocalized so easily, how you market games in 2019 is much more different than 5 or 10 years ago, and Respawn was really ahead of the curve on this one, and look at how Apex Legends turned out. So many people are playing it, so many people are enjoying it, and now they're getting the recognition they finally deserve, and I'm very happy about that. Do I want to see a Titanfall 3 at some point? Yes, and I think Apex Legends, while they're focused on this for now, once this becomes a core experience and it becomes self-sufficient, of course they'll continue to put content out for it. I would love to see a Titanfall 3 be released because then you have that inherent marketing tool where so many people are playing Apex Legends and they'll see Titanfall 3 be released. Well, this is done by Respawn as well. Let's play that too. It's genius across all boards. It's something I didn't see coming. I was a little skeptical at first, but I am so happy at how Apex Legends has turned out. So great news there. And lastly, I do want to give you guys an update on Stardew Valley. We knew that a multiplayer update was coming to the game. Quote, the console multiplayer updates are in progress. I'm doing everything I can to get them out as quick as possible. I don't have a solid release date yet, but my hope is it will be within the next few months. I'll announce when I have anything more concrete to share. This was posted a couple weeks ago, so hopefully we'll get an update on the Stardew Valley multiplayer and an official release date very soon. And that's gonna conclude this video. Unfortunately, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth has been removed from PSN. You can still get a physical copy, and it is a great game, but sad to see it get off of the PlayStation Store. In more positive news, Kingdom Hearts 3, Neo, and Monster Hunter World are all doing tremendously from a commercial standpoint. That 11 million number about Monster Hunter World is really surprising to me. I've never seen a very niche franchise just blow up like like this. But congrats to Capcom. The Dreams beta did get a little bit of an extension. While that is concluded, an official update on the game will be coming February 20th. Hopefully we finally hear a release date. However, Apex Legends has turned out to be incredible. Stardew Valley's multiplayer update looks to be coming rather soon. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.